but I mean, it's for the better, and I'm having a great time.
How different is your role in this defense? I mean, you and Tommy, I think a lot of people have you guys penciled in as the starters in the 4-2-5, but we don't really know what the two are in that 4-2-5 anymore because everything is moved around, right? So how has your job changed?
I don't really think it's changed. I mean, we're just still like a couple of linebackers. I can't really disclose too much. And I mean, some of it we don't even know a lot of it. It's just it's really fresh, brand new defense. I mean, we're really just starting to get our feet wet now, like the back half of spring ball. But I mean, I'd say our jobs are still the same. Just find the ball, tackle it.
Do you see a different response from the offense to you guys this year? Like,
yes, absolutely. Yeah, they look a little more confused because we're just bringing a whole bunch of new shit. And I don't blame them because, I mean, it's confusing for us, so it's definitely confusing for them.
As a player, there's obviously this production is directly tied to your future potential earnings, right? How excited are you to just get a chance to do so many different things?
Oh, I'm really excited. Me and Tommy talk about it every day. It's just, I mean, it's this brand new defense. I mean, I guess it's because it's new, but I mean, just the freshness of it just really feels like a deep breath of air or whatever. It's just fun getting to do something new. Just getting kind of do new jobs and stuff, just run around and have fun.
How do you get Tommy to talk?
He's an oddball, but I mean, I love the dude. I've been roommates with him for 2 years, so I mean, it's just, I'm around him all the time, so we talk a lot.
You, Cade, and Tommy are sort of like the group, right? Your best friends.
We've got a little place called the Bar House. We got about 7 guys packed in there, 2 dogs, so pretty tight knit group.
How hard is it for you guys when Cade says, "Hey, I'm going to go play tight end again"?
Oh, it pissed me off. I didn't talk to him for like a day or so, but I mean, he goes over there and now he's killing that tight end, so I can't really blame him. He's doing what he's got to do.
Tackle him or have him tackle alongside you?
Tackle alongside. I mean, I would never want to tackle him, but I mean, I got to now.
You know, Chip goes from playing running back at Arizona State to linebacker here, and you obviously went through a very similar thing. What kind of things have you been able to teach him or relate to him about making that position change?
Right now we're just all relying on each other, like getting the plays down and stuff. What he's been doing is pretty crazy. I mean, going straight from running back to defense and learning this complex structure we have. What he's doing is pretty crazy. And then, I mean, he's just one of the most physically gifted guys on the team. So even if he doesn't know what he's doing, like a lot of us don't, sometimes he's just able to just find the ball just based on pure athleticism.
You look bigger. How much weight have you put on?
I mean, I'm struggling a little bit. I mean, I got up to like 232, and now I'm not starting to eat as much. I just got a lot of class, and then here, so I'm down to like 228 or so. Got to bump it back up a little bit, eat some more Wheaties or something.
What do you want to be at?
Personally, I would love to be at 225, but I gotta be thicker. Yeah, I gotta be a little thicker than that.
How different do you feel now compared to when you first started this transition?
I guess I feel a lot more free. I mean, I'm pretty confident in my play style now, so even if I don't know something, I just go get the ball.
Right.
And with last year, I felt at the beginning I was just doubting myself with a lot of stuff, just not really sure what to do in what moments. Now I'm kind of just go.
I mean, you did have considering the lack of experience, I know you played high school, but it's different age at this level, you had a pretty good year. I mean, when you look back at what you did last year, what do you think? Are you satisfied, or do you kind of cringe?
I cringe,
Really?
mostly because we had Team Up North period today, and we watched the film. I haven't seen it until then, and that was pretty sick. So that was pretty rough. And I feel like that game overall just kind of determines what kind of season we had based on that. And that wasn't too good.
What you were telling us about how the game was on the TV the other day? You said the Team Up North game was on the TV the other day.
I didn't watch it. I didn't see it. I wouldn't watch it.
What happened in that game?
I'd rather not talk about it. It's April. We got I don't know 100, 200 so days until that day.
Yeah.
So we'll focus there.
Coach Combs kind of described you last year as like you see and you go, even if you don't always know where you're going,
Yeah.
you're gonna attack. And we like that about you, that you just kind of Is that a fair way to put how last year was for you?
Yeah, I guess. But now I'm kind of getting my ass chewed out for it. A couple times supposed to be a man and not go. Next thing you know, Coach Combs is mother effing me, telling me to get on the sideline. So it's a fine balance between it. You gotta know when to go and you gotta know when to do your job.
So now I'm gonna assume that you know where you're supposed to be going.
I'd like to think I do, yeah.
So
Sometimes a little iffy, but I mean, getting the hang of it.
It's new defense. Yeah.
New defense, yeah.
So when you do know where you're supposed to go and you're seeing and you're going,
Yeah.
I guess how does that raise your ceiling as a linebacker?
it just makes it fun, and then whenever the game's fun, you just play better.
I think you said Combs. You meant Knowles, right?
That's on me. You said Combs, got Combs in my head. That's on me. All good.
I figured that's what you meant. I mean, how different is it for you guys that you're going to be playing as your base a 4-2-5 instead of a 3? Now, it's semantics because you played a lot of 2 linebackers last year. But does that change the way you guys view your position at all? The fact that the base is a 2?
Really? No, I mean, it's just pretty simple. D-line gets the ball, linebackers kind of just do it all, and then back guys cover their guys, and then just all working together, really. Pretty simple.
Has it made it more competitive? I mean, you guys now have some depth at those 2 positions. There's a lot of guys that can play. I mean, do you sense more competition in those 2 roles?
Absolutely. I mean, we came in at the beginning of spring, it seemed like we had 38 linebackers. But, I mean, now we've shortened it down a little bit, but, I mean, we still got everyone in the room. It's just great player, great guys. So, I mean, there's definitely competition all the way from top to bottom. So, I mean, it just raises all of our play. It just makes us better players and better defense.
And then,
how does it help everybody say what's going on the field that we're seeing?
It helps a lot. I mean, the communication really just stays the same. Just the trust we had, like in the back all the way to the front, just knowing that guy behind us has our back, it really just helps us be confident in doing our job.
How much have you picked up on from Jim? Ryan said he's not so much about competition right now, but more so about teaching. What have you learned so far?
We have learned a lot. It is, it's pretty amazing how much that he's put in through 10 practices now. At first, I was kind of pissed that we were doing all this stuff because, I mean, I just wanted to get out there and play, and we're putting in all these plays. But now, just kind of taking a step back, realizing what he's done to his defense, it's pretty outstanding.
How different is this defense, and how much confidence do you have in his scheme?
His scheme, I have all the confidence in the world in his scheme. I mean, he's a hard ass. He'll scream at you, but I know what he's doing for this program is pretty awesome.
How different is it than what you did last year?
As far as like coaching wise,
Well, just schematically.
I'm pretty sure it's at its core it's the same, but I mean it's different. It's still a brand new defense.
so
Can't say too much.
was it a lot of time like spent in like meeting rooms, like learning like from film or learning from like him explaining the defense to you? Is that why you were kind of pissed or angry or whatever, or that you wanted to be out here kind of putting it into practice, or what was that like?
It's just, I mean, we would go one day, we'd run like a batch of plays. Next day, he'd run like 10 plays, and then we go out and run all those plays again. If you don't get it right, you get yelled at. So, I mean, it's just constantly just stacking. But, I mean, he's told us, like, what the process is. Sooner or later, we're going to have all that down. Then once we get to game time, we really shorten it up to start focusing on what we have that week.
Now, flooding you with stuff now.
He's flooding us in, it's a lot.
And I don't know if you've thought about this at all, but I mean, is this something that you could have tackled last year? Like, I mean, at this time, transitioning from running back to linebacker, or is it kind of, does it help kind of knowing the position, like knowing what it takes to play linebacker, knowing what it's like, and then having all this thrown at you? If that makes sense.
I'd say right now I'm in a better position to learn it compared to probably where I would be last year.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd certainly be hard, but I mean, we still got guys like got CJ, got Gabe, got all the young guys that are learning it really fast. So I feel like I'd be in